Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. Today, we have a ton of articles and news to cover. Let me quickly click through them so you guys can see a little bit of what is on the pipeline. But I'm going to try and get you guys this news as soon as humanly possible, with all the most important bits of information. So if you guys enjoy the crypto news, make sure you press that like button and also subscribe for more of these videos if it's your style and the thing you like. But of course, guys, make sure you put down in the comment section below what your favorite crypto is, and let's get started. Shanghai man, Vechain still popular in China, crypto media shut down and OKX goes global. Regulations are making it difficult for media to continue, but others like Vechain are less affected, and here's a contrasting look at the industry players seeking to survive or thrive in an uncertain world. So I quickly checked this all out, and the main thread of this entire article is China, well, they're not really being so friendly for all these projects. And we're not talking just crypto projects, we're talking a lot of different projects. Then again, Vechain had some meetings with government officials before over in Singapore. A lot of the partnerships that they have are also basically claiming that, well, Vechain is good. Last week, the smart contract platform boldly attended China's acclaimed International Import Expo, where it showed off its traceability system alongside PwC. And the expo was even bigger this year due to the anniversary it being. However, once more, Vechain being there, Vechain basically standing up for themselves, it's a really positive thing. So I'm really excited for Vechain in the sense that they have nothing to worry about for being shut down over there, which was something that people did manage to kind of make a big problem before. Side note for Vechain is that POA 2.0 just came out, one of the biggest upgrades for Vechain ever, and so Vechain right now is in an extremely bullish position, knowing that nothing's going to stop him, and we just got it confirmed from them being over at that meeting. Then guys, Bitcoin cures. Here's why Elon Musk is mocking BTC again. So there was a little joke that Elon Musk actually put over on Twitter just now. Not a cell phone in sight, just people living in the moment. And he says a simpler time it was. So where's the joke now? Well, people on Twitter, of course, went to kind of state Bitcoin fixes this. And he said Bitcoin cures cancer. Yeah, so of course, Elon Musk is being thrown all over. And some people are saying it's a fun thing. Some people are saying it's a negative thing. I just see it as Elon Musk being Elon. Is he against Bitcoin? Is he for Bitcoin? Well, he holds it. He holds, I believe, Bitcoin, Ether, and Dogecoin. But he's also a memer at the base of it all. So he's just joking around. I don't think that really affected the price, though, right? I don't think so. Now, Egld launched a $1.3 billion liquidity incentive for Mayor Dex today. Not too much to tell you, except for the fact that they're making some big steps. Really nice update for Egld. Then Stellar and Moneygram, finally an XLM update, announced the launch of Cash In, Cash Out pilot. Moneygram's partnership with Stellar has already hit its first milestone, with the launch of a live cash-in, cash-out pilot in the US, which is even bigger. I didn't expect it to be in the US. Like, Ripple's being sued, so what? Well, participants in the pilot project can deposit funds into the digital wallets at any participating Moneygram location. That is a really interesting idea. I mean, we know the partnership has been going on for a little while, but them actually making steps to the right direction, I didn't really expect it. Ever since Moneygram dropped Ripple, I thought things would kind of go down from them, but they're making some big strides in the cryptocurrency sort of realm that I didn't really think they would, or at least their partnership with Stellar is going even more stellar than I expected. Then Shiba Inu and Avalanche lead market recovery as Cardano flips Ethereum in transaction volume. Important thing to know, guys, this Cardano part, we're not talking about actual market volume. We're talking about transaction volume, two really different things. And Shiba Inu and Avalanche were doing really well at the start of yesterday, which is most likely why this article came up here. So here's, for example, the performance of these cryptos over 2021. It's actually really mind-boggling that XRP did 4 times as well as Bitcoin. Just a little fun fact of people always hating on it. Now, gold even went down. It's actually kind of fun to look at and realize. But a couple of coins that did so well are Shiba Inu with 71 million% and Solana with 12.8 thousand. Luna with about 7.5 thousand. Dogecoin with 4.4 thousand. And this again makes me realize, man, it's really a talent to pick some of these coins earlier to buy them, right? Well, no, it's actually not that difficult. We bought Solana at how much was it? I don't know if it was $1 or so, but it was extremely cheap. We bought Luna very early. BNB I've been with since the start, so that one doesn't really count because it was just kind of lucky that I was there. But damn, oh damn, A lot of these projects, they just have it in them, and you can see it in the way that they are built, in the way that they are marketed. You just know. So that is always why I keep sharing on this channel coins that I think will do well, and why pretty soon here, guys, on the channel, I'm going to make a little overview of what coins I think are so amazing to have right now, and a couple of steps you can take to get yourself some coins early, as there's a couple of opportunities that everybody right now can take to get themselves a couple of juicy coins. And so I'm going to try to get that to you guys in a couple of hours here, just a little update on everything. It might even be out before this one goes up, but I think I'll do this video first and then that update. Having said that, let's quickly cover this right here. Whales race to move millions of XRP from exchanges. Do we have anything here? No. Whales race to move millions of XRP from exchanges following increase in global outflow. Well, of course, I want to do my own due diligence a little bit, because what does this mean? Is this good or is this bad? Well, it depends. Usually, taking money out is good, right? However, if it happens for every pair, it's not necessarily something too bullish for XRP. Then again, these whales are making it look like that, and it also depends on what is a huge amount of XRP, right? So I went to look it up, and it's actually really difficult to find out exactly how much XRP exactly is on exchanges, as a Glassnode little partnership here, a little insight costs, I think $800 or so for, I don't know, maybe it's I'm not sure if it's a month, $800 that it costs. So I wasn't really about to get myself that little subscription for just one little second. However, I went to look at Bitcoin's reserves, and that does show me something. What it basically shows me is that if we look from July, for example, all the way towards right now, the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges has gone down significantly by about 300,000 Bitcoin or so, which basically means more and more Bitcoin has been taken out for the longer term hold. And it's also interesting how to see that back in April, we were at one of the lowest points ever at about, let's say, 2.4 million. Right now it's 2.3, so 100,000 less over that little span. So it's kind of interesting. Why does it go up in these periods when things are doing really well for Bitcoin? Because we can see here the price is still doing really well. Well, usually they kind of tip off, or they are the lowest point during the peak of Bitcoin. And right now it kind of feels as if, since we're going lower and lower and lower, the price is being manipulated towards the downside. As once more, you can see it logically here, right? The biggest tip was about when we had a huge amount of price increase, basically. So it's very likely that we're going to see at least one more big tip for Bitcoin. Even though it might just be a tip like this, we're going to be seeing the upside, and I don't think the bull market is over. We're going to see one huge surge, even though, once more, guys, even if you don't believe that Bitcoin is going to make a new all-time high, it's going to at least have this second, basically, surge that happened here as well, once the Bitcoin started to go back on exchanges before everything kind of melted. But I personally believe, with the way and the pace at which all these coins are being taken off, guys, that things are about to go way crazier in the short term. It's like one of the start points right here, where you can see we came back down a little bit, okay? The price was fumbling a little bit. You can see it right there. And then right a little bit afterwards, like a month or two later, things just go way more berserk. I think that's kind of what's happening right here as well, potentially. All right, without too much ado, though, that's for XRP, the same thing. Now, again, Ripple executive has also actually said that ODL, so the XRP part of Ripple Solutions, is also a freaking killer value proposition to Ripple. I think a lot of people actually comment this, say, oh, Ripple's technology is not XRP, it's not one-to-one, which basically means whatever Ripple does is not necessarily bullish for XRP. However, for a large portion of what they do, it is, as 1/4 of Ripple's volume basically is XRP related. And I do think it will get higher as time moves on, but also the growth of XRP is just insane. Look at all the countries, look at all the corners have been set, look at everything. NFTs are now getting popular on XRP Ledger, as an example. DeFi is going to get more and more popular. All these airdrops are right now extremely popular. The XRP Ledger is getting more and more crowded by the day, guys. That's not only by Ripple. It's now basically broadening out, I find, and I find it really peculiar to see how that's moving, as I didn't really expect it to happen. But this year has been a really, really wonderful year. Even though they're being sued, that's also what gives it such a good little way off, I guess, for me in terms of risk to reward. It's just such a good crypto to buy right now, if you ask me. Then Bitcoin exchange balances are at 3-year lows. Yes, they are. With the Bitcoin price falling below $60,000, let's revisit the current state of the exchange balances. We already just did that. And a couple of people make some analysis for it, but I don't think it's necessary. It's just important to understand here. There's a huge amount of Bitcoin that got taken out. And most likely, people are not really willing to sell their Bitcoin at this point. I think it's going to go higher. I just really honestly think so. Crypto.com is up over 200% in the last month. Hits about 60 cents as a new all-time high. Yes, this crypto has been pumping for a long time, which kind of shows us the crypto market is still in a bullish phase. Otherwise, coins like this wouldn't really be doing too well. But it also shows us what the people want, and exchange tokens are really well right now. But guys, more and more of the coins that I think are good to buy right now will be coming out in my next video that's going to come on this channel later today. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And by the way, guys, make sure you also check out the Telegram. There's a ton of people in there right now. I think we're almost at 2,000. Look at that. It's growing like crazy. So make sure you check that out as well. Those hiding behind anonymity of crypto transactions will be accountable, the SEC warns. All I have to say about this one is, man, if you think that you can do some shady stuff in crypto just because there's no ID that's connected to your wallet, make sure you really keep that thought and really think it through forever, so to speak, because eventually the technology is going to be so much better where potentially they can track everything back and kind of, with some hindsight power, they want to reverse engineer things, so to speak. They can find out who did what. So the complaint filed charges the promoter with violating anti-fraud and registration provisions of the Securities Act, Securities Exchange Act. The complaint seeks permanent injunctions, disgorgement with prejudgment interest, civil penalties. Promoter with conducting 2 unregistered and fraudulent securities offerings that raised over $3.6 million in crypto from retail investors. I would just tell you guys all, be careful, because this is actually about way more. It's basically just about people who think they can hide. Individuals who hide behind the anonymity of cryptocurrency transactions to defraud investors should expect that the SEC will trace their illegal activity and hold them accountable for their actions. This year has seen a number of critically important and first-of-their-kind enforcement actions, which are most likely going to be more and more, big as time moves on. But more importantly, people who think they can get away with everything should really kind of think twice, because at the end of the day, maybe that's not the case. So be careful with what you involve yourself with. Be careful for not doing some shady stuff, because it might hit you in the ass a little bit later down the line. This is another funny article that I saw. I don't really firmly believe in this. What they say is Barcelona, Manchester City drop club's crypto sponsor amid concerns. What it basically says is they had a couple of crypto sponsors, but a couple of the sponsors that they had, for example, the owner of Onyx, he was actually arrested for fraud, and so they dropped the partnerships. Is this the truth? I'm not really sure how the partnerships work, because these clubs have a lot of partnerships. What I do know, however, is that it's really logical for a club to basically drop some sort of partnership if the owner of that partnership provider or the other company is freaking arrested for fraud. So albeit crypto, albeit non-crypto, could be anything, right? It's not really too crazy. Then again, I also do believe that you may drop a sponsorship because of concerns. I mean, if it's a crypto.com, an exchange which is just legitimate and people know it, I don't think you will actually say no to it, so to speak. But if it's just like a shady crypto company that's willing to pay the millions of dollars to actually get the sponsorship going, but you don't trust it, it's not really crazy that you say no because of concerns, right? So it's like more funny than it has to be. Then again, I do understand. 5 crypto experts break down why Bitcoin has fallen over 50% since an all-time high. Once more, I think it's because of the infrastructure bill. And share 4 Metaverse and gaming altcoins that have fared better amid the sell-off. All I have to say about that one is Metaverse coins are the freaking best right now. And I think that's kind of expressed in multiple articles here. Yeah. Top 3 Metaverse crypto that are skyrocketing today. And Metaverse will be humongous. Product category for crypto, Cardano CEO says. I keep sharing it with you guys. The Metaverse is the freaking stuff right now, guys. This is so huge. I keep sharing it with you. And I'm always excited to be part of the Metaverse, I guess, upcoming right now, where I'm investing a ton in Metaverse cryptos, as I honestly believe they are just juicy to buy. But hey, that's just me. That's just a theory. Make sure you check out Bybit for leverage trading, by the way. A link is down below. There's a couple of cool bonuses right now. This bonus right here and this trading competition right here. So you should definitely check that out. Having said that, there's also a couple other things like the Telegram, or just want to be subscribed to the channel. Whatever, guys. That was for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And a little bit later today, guys, we are doing a video on my top altcoins right now. And I'll see you guys again in that one.